Hey guys, welcome back to the Imperium Goddess Diaries podcast. I am going to be making a video today about the full moon in Aquarius on the 2nd of August. Crazy, it's August, but time has been speeding up, so that's just pretty normal. Anyway, so what's going to be happening in this time, this full moon is pretty intense because it's also a supermoon. I'm going to be going through at the end of the video where it's going to be sitting for you and your chart depending on your rising sign. So if you do have that handy, you'll be able to pick that up. But this moon is all about embracing your authenticity. And what we need to do is look at what Aquarius is. And Aquarius is all about being truly authentic to you, serving community, and doing it the best that you can and removing all obstacles. Aquarius is great at removing obstacles and living in its authentic truth, which is such an awesome part of that sign. Like, that sign has so much depth to it. And I find a lot of Aquarius can be really misunderstood, but it's an awesome sign. So Aquarius is all about futuristic ideas, innovative ideas, moving against the grain, running to the beat of your own drum. We are now in the age of Aquarius. We are a massive technological age. We're seeing huge changes when it comes to our technology. Pluto is actually going to be going back into Aquarius after retrogrades between the both of them until next year. But this is an Aquarius time, okay, everyone? This is an amazing time, but this specific full moon is going to be focusing a lot on where you can embrace your full authenticity and individuality and removing what's around you that just does not work for you. And we know that the full moon's a lot about removals, but because Aquarius also rules the 11th house, and the 11th house is the house of community, where in your community space is just not working for you. And I want to even link this to some belief systems, where some belief systems that are still within you that just aren't serving your highest good and need to go. For you to fully step into that big part of yourself that the world needs to see. Now, this particular moon is going to be squaring Jupiter, and Jupiter is also the planet of expansion. So the sign of expansion is in the moon, and the planet of expansion is sitting in Taurus. Taurus is all about like the luxury, your material, your solid. So when those two are squaring, what I'm going to do is I'm going to link it right back to the actual planetary square. When Jupiter is squaring the moon, Jupiter is, the outside is expansive and the moon is internal. So when you have those two square, because square is quite a tension point, much like an opposition, that it's a place of tension, a place that we need to be looking at. So when we see this transit in particular, we need to be looking at where our emotional state, which is the moon, and our outside state, where are they not linking, basically? So when you have a moon and Jupiter square, your emotional state, there's some blockage there. Where's there blockage internally within you that's stopping you from being completely big and expansive, like what Jupiter's asking you to do? And that's going to be massive because it's going to change everyone's rising sign. So you're going to be reevaluating that in a completely different way to someone else in a different rising sign. So that's a really important part of the chart. But Jupiter is pushing. It's like, get out of your head and get into your heart and go. But also what we need to be looking at is we are in Leo season, and Leo is about the heart and it's more about the external. Whereas, which is actually kind of funny, but Leo is a very heart-based sign, but it also loves the external. Whereas that Aquarius is all in the head. So those two, as much as I think that they have a lot of similarities, the two of them, those are the opposite parts of what those two lack. So we are in the head of Aquarius, and we're outside with Leo. Where can we push ourselves out and get out of our own head and use Aquarius to get everyone out of the way? So it's a little bit like of a journey between all the signs at the moment. There's a lot going on, especially Venus in retrograde. There's also massive breakdowns in relationships as well. Communications, probably not so clear. We have Mercury going retrograde next month. Don't worry about that yet. But there's a lot going on astrologically at the moment. This is a huge time. But I'm going to be going through where this is going to be sitting in your rising sign. So remember the points I've said. It's going to be about where can you expand internally? What can you let go of? Is your community serving you? Are you serving your community? And are you really sitting authentically within yourself? Or are you still holding back? So let's get through it. Let's get started. So Aries rising, this is going to be in your 11th house. So that's going to be a massive focal point for you. Like what I've mentioned just before, it's very community-based for you, where around you is no longer serving you. Where in your space are you no longer fitting in? And where can you find yourself a space that you can be authentically yourself as well. Where in right now in the space that you're in the vibes that you've been encompassing, where does that not sit with you anymore? Have a look at that, reevaluate that, and let that go. Taurus rising, this is going to be sitting in your 10th house, of career and public status. So right now, where are you not fully authentically bringing yourself to the table when it comes to work? Where are you not fully sitting and immersing yourself in somewhere that you would be able to shine, basically? This is a good time for you to start thinking outside the box, and also a good time for you to clear any limiting beliefs that you do have about yourself and your potential to create an amazing career ahead of you. Gemini risings, this is in your 9th house, and 9th house is the house of travel and philosophies. And where are you tempted at the moment to learn something new? Where are you holding yourself back from being able to expand? Is there something else that you're wanting in your life at the moment? Do you kind of want to break free a little bit? So have a look at that, and also have a look internally where that's sitting for you as well. Cancer, so this is going to be sitting in your 8th house of power and shared money as well. So where have you been looking to switch up the way that you make your money? Where are you switching up right now? Or are you thinking right now how you can kind of invest yourself into something that's going to be more tangible and viable for you? And also where are you going to be able to, where are you just not, were you feeling a little bit closed in? Remember, Aquarius doesn't like being held back. And this moon is going to be really kind of amplified in that space. But Cancer, you actually rule the moon, and you do feel moons a lot. So where is this kind of feeling of just, I just don't like where I'm sitting right now. I don't like how I'm making this money. I feel kind of a little bit trapped, and where can I go? Leo, we are in your season, and this is going to be sitting in your 7th house of relationships. Where are you held back right now in your relationships? Where are your relationships not serving you anymore? And where are those relationships that are keeping you stuck and not shining at the moment? Virgo, this is in your 6th house, which is your house. So what I picked up was, where can you put some plans in place for your long-term goals? But also those long-term goals, can you avoid being too methodical with it? Where are you able to bend and weave and do something a little bit outside of the box? Because Aquarius is very outside of the box. Are you going to have some leeway to be able to let other ideas in, let other things in your routine, your daily practice, to achieve the goals that you really want to? Libra rising, this is in your 5th house of creativity and fun. This is actually the Leo house. So basically, where are you holding back? Where can you be bolder? Where can you be bold with your creativity and yourself and your self-expression? Get out there and just be you. Be so you, and use that Leo energy, Aquarius energy, to run free with it. Scorpio risings, this is in your 4th house. So this may have something to do with your family, or this also has something to do with your home life instead. So what you need to be looking at is, where do you feel a little boxed in with your situations? Do you feel like you want to be moving? Do you feel like do you want to stay in your place? Do you want to switch it up a little bit? Is something just right now not serving you in the space that you're living in? Sagittarius, this is going to be sitting in your 3rd house of communication, your intellect, creativity. Is there anything right now that you just feel like you could be doing more? Can you bust yourself into a new creative venture? Could you learn something more? Could you understand something on a deeper level? Also rules are communication as well. Is there a way that you haven't been fully communicating properly with yourself? Have you not been able to express something fully with others? Take a little look at this. Take another approach. Aquarius does love taking the non-conventional route, but it works. So have a look at all these factors and try and delve into the way that you can either bring in information in a new way, or you can express information in a new way. Capricorns, is going to be seeing your 2nd house of finances and material. And could this be a time for you to kind of ask for that pay rise? Is this a time for you to start reevaluating also on other ways that you could be making your money something a little bit different? The 2nd house and the 8th house obviously opposite each other, so they do have monetary values, but the 8th house is to do with the shared money, whereas the 2nd house is to do with your own money. So where can you make your own money in a different way, or how can you take control of money in your own way? Aquarius, this is in your 1st house. This is the house of the self. So this is going to be a lot on you, and you're going to be in the spotlight about yourself and your authentic beliefs as well, and your authentic ways of being. You are one of the most authentic signs when it comes to the zodiac. You very much sit in the way that you believe and the way that you want to conduct yourself. But are you being authentic to you? You know, is there anything still that's been holding you back? Is there any other society beliefs or ideologies that you've been a little wary of just fully stepping into you? So Aquarius, just go and be bold. Just go and be bold. We know that you love being bold, but you don't want to be in the spotlight, but you kind of do want to be in the spotlight. You're just too cool for everyone, but you want to hide, but you don't. So just be you. We love that about you. Pisces rising. This is in your 12th house, which is your house of your subconscious and deeper knowing. Is there anything right now in your subconscious that you feel like you haven't been able to fully express, or you felt like you couldn't bring it forward? Is there any self-limiting beliefs or thoughts that you still conduct on a deeper level that are stopping you from being able to live in your truth? I know, Pisces, that you do live on a deeper plane to a lot of the other signs. Things run a lot deeper for you, and sometimes, you know, you may not understand how far it goes down, but just know that, like, hold space for yourself and hold your self-love for all those deep emotions that you do have, because I know that, like, you harbor them in such a strong way. So bring them to the light, because that's what full moons do. They illuminate. But where can you bring them to light, and where can you look at them and just let them go? Where are all these things getting in the way for you? This is like a little bit of a shorter video. Some of my astrology videos will be longer. Some will be a little bit shorter. Sorry, I can't get my words out today. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But I hope you enjoyed that. And if you have any questions about where it sits in your chart, just feel free to send me a DM. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day.